Okay, so I got this show called What Are People Doing? You know, I just want to get in your business a little bit, not too much. I don't need your social security number. You know, people just want to know, what does the brown eyes do to the ladies? You know, things like that. What you got going on, you know, where you might be coming from, how'd your day go, how did your morning go, how did that blend into the day? You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know, what's your name, man?
Okay, hello guys. My name's Josh. I'm just here on the Beltline in Atlanta. I met a new friend on the other side of the camera. He's really nice. I can tell you about, I just got back from Miami. Spent a weekend there. I was doing a group event. I'm studying engineering in school, but I have a lot of pastimes where that's what had led me to Miami.
Okay, so you're studying engineering in school. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 22 years old.
22 years old. He young. He ready to take on the city. He's on the Beltline looking for the action. I know it.
Action, the women action you're saying, huh?
There we go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're studying engineering, right?
That's right.
So what does that look like? Like, what do you do as far as like, how is it coming along? Like, is it like you're learning the terminology, and what are you going to be doing with the engineering? Like,
okay, so well, engineering to me is really interesting because you get to build whatever you want.
Right.
And you get to reach out to companies and people and bring ideas together. So that's why I like it. You get to be creative.
Right.
So that's why I'm creative in other parts of my life as well. I really try to be. Music, I play cello, guitar, piano.
Right.
I like to sing. I'm involved in the church, all that kind of stuff. But engineering generally is something for me it can make you money, but personally I think there's more ways to make money. I think there's a salary cap to engineering. Owning a business, being a creative online, like this guy. Ahmad, right? Ahmad?
Right,
Yeah, Ahmad, he's hustling out here. He's trying to meet new people, create videos. That's how you got to break the system. Do something new.
So you're looking at it like, as far as like content world, the content space, and all, and engineering, you know, it's like you look at it all like one creative pot, and it kind of can go in different ways. It kind of can spread around.
Yeah, I think you can get an engineering degree, and you don't have to use it, but it really shows what you can learn and what you have learned and what you're able to learn.
And I like what you just said, break the system. I need the audience to understand, me and Josh, we already here. Because he's recording, he's doing content himself right now. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Son mis amigos acá.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so,
Dice hola a todos acá.
Yeah, and so I know that you're not being malicious when you say that. I know you're not trying to throw a riot and, you know, knock some people over with some rocks and run people over and then fight the cops.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean when you say break the system? Kind of like, and as far as like in a creative way, things like that. What do you mean? Elaborate more on when you say break the system in this new boom and when this era we're going into.
Okay, that's a really good question, Ahmad.
Yeah.
The system can mean a lot of things. Just the way the world works now, I believe personally, it's changing.
It's changing.
The internet is the biggest change I think humanity has seen.
Yeah. And I always say, I don't mean to cut you off, I always say the only thing for certain is change.
That's right.
And so, continue.
Okay, so you say break the system. Personally, I don't want to break the system in terms of how it is with people's lives. You live your life how you want to.
Right.
But personally, I want to break the system for me.
For you personally.
Understanding, I don't want to follow the rules. The laws of America, of course, you would have to follow. But just with what's capable, you're able to do anything if you put your mind to it.
Yeah. In a creative way. You're saying basically like in a creative way, an expression that's new and fresh. You're not trying to knock nobody over the head and go on strike or anything.
But no, it's not on strike, but it's just how our economy is set up. To me, I don't believe.
It's time for a new change.
It definitely isn't the right way to do things. Working 9 to 5 as a human is not healthy for your soul.
Yeah. So do you believe that? Because sometimes I like to say, you know, even if there's still some people that's working a 9 to 5, there has to be some people that are changing the culture, shocking the system as far as like coming up with new ideas, engineering new things. You know what I'm saying? And then people that do want to work can work for people like them. I kind of say that.
I mean, there's polarity in everything.
Yeah.
There must be people who work. There must be people who don't. I'm not saying I'm over anybody to not want to, but personally, if you're not working, you're living. So that's the goal. You got to find a way to do it, and there's people who are doing it. So you got to meet them, find out what they're doing,
Yeah.
And just getting the good groups, the good circle, because I heard one piece of advice is with you, with 5 people you hang around the most, those you're going to become like.
So basically you're saying what you're talking about, breaking the system, there's already people doing it.
Oh, yeah.
You're just trying to find your flagship in the way that you want to do it.
Yeah, and if you want to bring technology into the conversation with artificial intelligence, there's a lot of things that are coming, and I'm excited for it. A lot of people are scared, but personally, I think God's got it handled, and God bless.
You look at it a way that
it's gonna be it's gonna be good, and it's gonna be great. So
you look at it a way you thinking that there's a way, looking at it as a way of it could be used in a healthy way.
Everything can be used in a bad and a good way. I'm just here to use it in a good way. So
right, I like that. So so where you from? Are you from the city? Or are you not from the city? Where you from?
I'm from outside the city. I grew up in the suburbs of Atlanta.
Okay.
So I've spent my whole life here. Again, I'm 22 years old.
Yeah.
I've lived in Indiana for a year, Alabama for a year, and I like to. Oh, in Argentina, I've lived for 6 weeks as well.
Okay.
In Buenos Aires.
That's what's up.
That's where my Spanish comes from a little bit.
Yeah. So you did a little traveling already.
A little bit.
That's what's up.
Miami last weekend. I love that city. I think I'm gonna go back pretty soon.
That's what's up.
Shout out to my people in Miami.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Are you single? Are you?
It's complicated. I got someone I'm talking to online, but
that's what's up.
She's nice. Yeah.
You just taking it slow. She's easy on your air right now. That's what's up.
You should never have expectations with women. So unless you got a ring on her, you can't say she's yours. So
okay, that's what's up. You're open-minded and you're living and you're seeing where things go. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you're saying you're from the outside of Atlanta. Talk to me a little bit about you coming up. How did you get into this like creative energy? When did it start for you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what shifted your mind into say engineering? And how did you? Because you listed a lot of creative things that you do earlier. So how did those talents come about? You know, when did they come about? When you were younger, things like that. And how did you know that you could do those things?
That's a good question, Ahmad. I think everyone has a gift.
Yeah.
Some people discover it later in life. Personally, a pastime can be a gift. If you put enough time into something, you'll get good at it.
Right.
I began with cello in school when I was in the 6th grade, and I stuck with that, and it grew me a community, and I became really musically oriented. And I also enjoyed math. Music is very mathematical too.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
They kind of connect.
It does too.
So I was going to college. I was going to UGA. I was like, okay, let's go Dogs. I'm like, let's go to Georgia, and I want to study something that's going to be hard. Right. Something that'll challenge me, right?
Right.
Engineering was that for me. It's not easy.
Okay.
And at the same time, Spanish, I love. I didn't speak Spanish until I was about fluently until about last year.
Yeah.
Started again in school, 8th grade. Yeah. They start you at Georgia, and they start you a really good process here if you go to a good school.
Right. Right.
Remind me about the question. Where am I going with this?
Oh no, I was saying, where did you come into terms of like being creative, and you answer that. You say you did the cello, you kind of did the cello and got into the groove. That got into the groove. What else did you play? Because you listed some other things you did creatively. It wasn't just the cello. It was some other things that you said, isn't it?
Yes. Other things, piano.
Okay.
I don't read the treble clef. The bass clef I read because I played cello in school.
Okay.
Guitar.
Okay.
A little bit of chords. I know chords just from learning music in school.
Okay.
But just being creative just means expressing yourself, right?
Yeah.
Being authentic.
Yeah.
Not caring what people think.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So you're in school right now?
I'm studying in school, yeah.
University of Georgia?
No, I transferred to Kennesaw State.
Oh, Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
How okay, talk to me a little bit about that. Because I'm trying to listen, man. The curl on your hairs is curling up too good, a little too good.
You think so?
And the eyes are a little too brown. I'm trying to find some mess.
Like me, bro.
I'm trying to find some mess. You know what I'm saying? So
some problems.
Yeah.
My wife has problems. Let me tell you about some problems.
And you know what? You're 22, but you come off like you are that. You know that. You know what I'm saying? That you're not ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying?
Being young.
Yeah, no, because some people don't like to be honest about problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most people don't.
Dude, life is problems. That's
you know what I'm saying?
We're here to learn.
We're here to learn. So
yeah,
give me a little bit about being at University of Georgia, was it party turn up time, and why did you leave?
Okay.
Like how did
good
Georgia?
Questions, man.
Yeah, you know I'm working on I'm getting better on my interviewer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're getting good at it.
So how did Georgia go? You like that one? How did Georgia go? Was it turn up time? How do you were in the dorm? Were you sliding and buying, and were you living the lie, or were you living the truth?
Oh wow, you got bars too. Heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then why did you leave?
Okay, so this time period in my life is very transitional for me.
All right.
I was very excited to go to UGA.
Yeah. Be transparent, and if it's a lesson in there you could give to somebody else in the audience, go ahead.
I'll give you guys what I'm willing to share.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so once again, you can't avoid problems. I've learned that early on. But if you have God, right, by your side, those problems are nothing.
Exactly.
So he's got a plan for you. He uses those problems to teach you. So let's go into my problem a little bit.
Exactly.
I don't consider it a problem anymore, but when I did, in the time I did, because I got to UGA, and yes, you party it up, you live it up.
Right.
If you want to, there's those who don't.
Right.
Of course, in every college. But UGA is known for its drinking. It's got the most bars in one area in the world.
That's a known thing. If you go to college and you want to party, the universities.
Yeah, you can still go there if you're not a student. It's just the city,
Mm-hmm.
So I went to UGA. I went there again for 3 years, and I kind of got lost in, the drinking, that kind of thing. And I kind of lost myself too in my faith as well. And engineering, I switched from computer science after a year or two, so I was playing catch up with engineering. And all those things culminated into one thing, and I had to spend all my time in my room doing homework. I couldn't hang out with friends.
Right.
My family was away. I'd moved away from my family. I was living with friends in an apartment, but we were even growing apart a little bit. So I felt alone. I felt like I needed to change, and I kept wanting to transfer out of the school. Every other year, I would be like, God, show me what to do, and I just get an intuition. Hey, maybe I don't belong at this school, even though it's prestigious and people look at you in a good light. If you go to a school like UGA or Georgia Tech here in the city. I'll also show them the sunset here before it goes away.
Oh man, the city, right?
Yeah.
The city, right?
Georgia Tech is right here. I almost went there, but I go there every Wednesday for the church group.
Right.
Yeah, so I felt lost. I really didn't feel like myself, but once I transferred out of there.
So did you say, you might have said it was kind of like, looking back, it might have been like just a little lack of focus?
Lack of direction.
Or direction, the wrong major?
Yeah, I didn't know what major I wanted to do. I didn't know which friends I wanted to hang out with. I didn't know how to spend my time, and alcohol was a problem. Of course, never drinking too much, but never resorting to it for something less a crutch.
Family. Did you have any siblings or?
They actually live here in Kennesaw. My brother and sister.
Are you the oldest or?
I have a twin sister.
Right.
Shout out. And my brother, he's 11 months older. So the three of us were born within a year, so we're close. But again, after 3 years of not living with them, it's hard.
And so, y'all came up in school always together. So y'all kind of was.
Jesse. Sorry, I'm listening.
Y'all kind of came up in school around the same age, so y'all came up in school together, right?
That's right.
So y'all kind of was always learning at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Would you say that? I'm asking you.
Yeah, I was in classes with my sister growing up, all the way from kindergarten.
Right.
But not every single class, of course, but.
Right.
Yeah.
And with your brother that's 11 months older than you, you could say y'all kind of, had to go through those learning curves at the same time.
Learning curves in life, you can say that, but I think we're all on a different timeline.
Yeah. So, no, because I'm asking you that because I'm trying to set it up with, like, what kind of, like, when you say you were alone, you felt like you couldn't get really any guidance, like as far as like maybe if you had like an older sibling or older cousin or something like that.
I had them, but the issue was not feeling worthy enough to reach out to them.
Oh.
So I would even be in the train station going to my class at the bus station, and I'd just talk to the homeless man next to me, saying, "Hey, I just want someone to talk to." Just anybody.
Right.
He was there for me, kind of.
Right.
But I had my family. They're one text away, but for some reason I had just no wanting. I don't know why it was an issue. So
you was just trying to thug it out.
I resolved that.
You was trying to thug it out and push it out and see where you go.
You got to have people in your life to connect with, or else you're not getting anywhere. So,
right.
Now I realized that. That's something I learned from that. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So, and then you went to Kennesaw State. So, how's you liking Kennesaw State now?
I love it. The school is it's a lot more relaxed in terms of class rigor. The people are more down to earth,
right?
Generally.
Yeah.
I'm living with my brother and sister, so it's sweet before they move on and do their own thing.
Okay.
We have our own place.
Yeah.
But just being able to come out to the city like this, 20-minute drive to the city.
Yeah.
Or 20-minute drive, more like 40 minutes to the mountains in the north, go camping. I feel like I'm free.
And you got that human interaction with your brother and sisters, just like old times. You know what I'm saying? Just like old times, right?
Yeah, it is.
That's sweet. What's up.
Sweet, yeah.
That's what's up. So, what are you getting into, man? What are you doing when you leave the Beltline?
Tonight?
Yeah, or just when you leave, you know, what you got going on for the rest of the day?
Homework. I'm still a student. I'm studying.
That's what's up.
I got a history class I'm taking, so I'll be doing some history homework.
Okay.
Playing catch up, honestly.
That's what's up.
Tonight, I'll probably post a video online. It's my past time. I try to not play video games anymore because it wasn't getting me anywhere. So I try and do things that get me somewhere each day.
That's what's up.
A little bit of action each day, you'll get somewhere.
Action each day. That's what's up. Working on the goal, taking action each day. That's what's up, man.
Trying to give my advice. The things that I've learned, though, there's a lot to learn. So I'm just here.
That's what's up. Josh, right?
Yes, that's right.
Josh, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, yo. I appreciate it. And do you have if you want to, do you have a social media that you want to plug?
Let's see.
If you do, say it and spell it out.
Okay. Yeah, my Instagram, Josh Patrohay. JoshPatrohay. And then on TikTok, I got a Spanish channel, at JoiOosh. Follow me there.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up, man. This is Josh signing off. He's going to school. You know what I'm saying? He's just out here on the Beltline, chilling and relaxing.
Yeah, these brown eyes are gonna say goodbye to you. Sayonara, Ahmad. It was nice to meet you.
All right, man. All right.